Hello and welcome to Ecotherapy. Now that we are all at home juggling between the responsibilities of our work life, our personal life, and taking care of everyone around us, I thought let me give you some easy tips and tricks and free of cost ways to reduce our waste at home and also move towards a sustainable household. This video is divided into two parts. The first part is that is today will have more obvious tips and tricks, but it is important to remind it to us. And the second part, which will come next week, will have more specific ones. Not everything will be applicable to everyone. Take whatever you can, do your bit, and let us all move towards a sustainable household. So grab a cup of tea, just sit down, relax, and let's get into the video.
First, segregate your waste. I don't know how to stress this enough. Please segregate your waste properly. We all understand that if wet waste is mixed with plastic or other non compostable stuff, it cannot decompose properly. It just remains there in the landfill, somewhere in the limbo, releasing methane, which is not good for all of us. If possible, it's great to compost it by yourself. Soon I'll make a complete video on how to of composting. 2. Do a trash audit often. This I always do and it has helped me a lot. Whenever I throw something into the dustbin, I consciously think if there is any way I could have reduced this waste. If some waste is happening often, that's the first thing we need to look out for. Plastic Free July was one such learning experience where I did my complete plastic trash audit of month of July and it gave me a lot of insight. So whenever you are throwing something into the dustbin, just try to be mindful and understand what I am throwing and that will start giving you answers. As well as when you are throwing your garbage outside or giving it to trash collectors, just think of what you could have reused, what you could have avoided and what you could have recycled. Third, use a reusable mask. During COVID times, we are all wearing masks when stepping out. If you are not wearing, make sure that you are wearing one for your own safety and others as well. But please try to use a cloth mask or at least a reusable one. We already see a lot of single use masks on the streets. This is a biohazard and no one wants to expose themselves to such a hazard in these difficult times. Wear a cloth mask, preferably 3 layers one, and wash it often. 4. Do your laundry on full load. This is applicable if you are using a washing machine. If we use washing machine on full load, it helps us to conserve energy, water, and also we are making optimum use of the resources. Also, we have to be mindful that every time we are washing our clothes with any of the non-organic or chemical washing powders, we are actually sending some chemicals into the water streams, which is harmful to water bodies. That brings me to next point. Reuse your vessels between washing. During lockdown and even after that many of us are washing utensils ourselves. If we reuse the vessel before washing it with a dishwash bar and then cleaning it completely, it will reduce our workload. We are using less of a dishwash bar soap which is reducing chemicals going into the water bodies and we are reducing the chemicals that are going into the environment. We can just rinse vessels and use wherever possible. 6. Do not waste food and plan well while cooking. Many times we cook higher than required quantity and then end up overeating to finish it or throwing the food into the waste. Let's try to avoid that. If we start being mindful about the quantity we need and quantity we cook, the continuous observations will be able to give you some answers and you will be able to reduce the waste. If you have a leftover food from an event which is quite higher in the quantity, which is the little lesser scenario in the COVID times, but yes, if there is such a case, there are many organizations that pick up this food and distribute to homeless and poor people. 7. Try to use veggie leftovers. Plants, vegetables, fruits are packed with nutritional values. For many vegetables, we throw away the stem and root. we can make use of that in some or the other way. Many of our cooking practices already involve some using the vegetables at the maximum, but we can also try making veggie stock out of whatever is left over. We can also use the citrus fruit peels for a bioenzyme, or coriander stems in a sambar or rasam, and many such things we can do. So next time, before throwing or putting veggie leftovers in a compost, think about what you can do to use this food in some way. 8. Store your food correctly. Many times we see that even if we keep veggies nicely packed in the fridge, they dry up or they become non edible very soon. To avoid that, we need to know how to store each fruit and vegetable. A little research will tell you many ways. Everything has its own way of storing. If an option available, opt for unpackaged or sustainably packaged products. If you're ordering groceries or buying one from supermarket or shop, try to buy it unpackaged. If that's not an option, at least prefer paper or biodegradable packaging over plastic packaging. 10. Try some DIYs. One of the perks of being at home is you can try doing some experiments. I currently tried a DIY toothpaste and it turned out really well. You can at least try DIY recipes for your self care routine, or just use the potato peels, tomato slices, or papaya peels to rub over your face, and your face will glow like anything.
Let's meet in the part 2 in the next video. Till then, bye bye.